I know what my phone was doing this morning. How's that for a segue?
What happened?
Texting Keith, who I guess is asleep, and
Right.
Club Soda Kenny to tell him I was going to be a little late.
Right.
I was on 3rd Avenue, right outside the old Midtown Tunnel, with 2 cop cars behind me with the lights blaring.
Perfect day.
Lights just flashing, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. God. And then, the gentleman walks up to the window, and I notice his lovely captain's bars. Yeah, Captain pulled me over. Oof, that's a tough nut, man.
Is that bad?
That's bad.
That's a bad one?
That's a bad one, because let me tell you something.
Yeah, but just pull out those fucking PBA cards.
No,
hey, Captain.
No, not
hey,
with
Cap.
a not
You have
with
a captain's
captain.
hat on your mirror.
Yeah. Not with a captain. You don't start throwing that crap
pull
around.
that
He's
shit
been
out
around.
and go, will you hurry up? I just lost one of my gigs yesterday, and I need to get
Come
You
on,
guys
Cap.
would be sitting here while I was
chop,
in cuffs.
Chop, chop, chop.
Is it hard to give a captain a card?
It's hard to get pulled over by a captain. They don't pull people over.
Why is
pull
that-
by Patterson?
They don't. Yeah.
Why is it hard?
They don't pull
that's
people
below
over.
them?
They've done it for years.
They laugh at that stuff.
They laugh at it. They're not gonna.
I'll call some plebe.
Captains are not going to step out of the vehicle for a traffic stop.
So it's kind of bad when he steps out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It ain't good.
That would have been hilarious if you called and said, "Oh boy, they took me in today."
Well, apparently, no, because I did my move. I right out of the tunnel. I knew I was done for. Here's what happens.
Yeah.
At 5 a.m. ish, when I'm driving down the Long Island Expressway, there are a multitude of people in my way.
Right.
I've discussed this time and time again. The left lane, and I'm not even talking for doing 100 miles an hour. I mean doing the goddamn speed limit, maybe a little over. There's just people there in the left lane. They will not get out of your way.
If they're going 75, though, let's be honest, they're slow.
75?
You're talking about...
No, I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest.
They're going 55 in the left lane at 5 in the morning?
60.
60?
Which isn't good.
Right.
75, if the road is clear to get around them, I'll go around them. If there's traffic, I'm not going to try to make any moves. I'll just sit there and go and suck it up and go, I'm doing 75. It's not bad. I don't care. But once I pass the exit for the Queensboro Bridge, which is Van Dam Street, it completely clears up. That's the last free crossing for the East River to get into Manhattan.
Right.
Is the bridge.
Traffic
sucks
goes
there.
down to nothing.
It sucks to take the bridge. That's why I don't do it. I take the tunnel.
Because only rich people continue at that point.
That's right. Only the wealthy can drive past Van Dam Street. Believe me.
All the scum falls off the bridge.
The riffraff has to take the old freebie bridge.
You see that Van Dam exit backing up with
it's
trucks
backed up like crazy.
Trucks with graffiti on it. And
yes.
Trucks that have foreign languages on them.
1976 Toyota Celicas.
Right, a lot of Toyotas.
Oh, it's just get out of my way. So
Get
finally,
out of my way.
that's where it clears up. And that's where I hit the goddamn gas.
Right.
And I'll be honest, I usually do about 90 from Van Dam to the toll plaza for the Midtown Tunnel. Now, when I'm coming up that hill, there's a couple of livery cab drivers, some of those Asian buses, those little white buses carrying a little Asian people.
Any Hampton jitneys?
Some jitneys.
Also, they are driving with a bunch of Asian people.
Whoa, look what you're doing.
Oh, that was a fun
That's
to do.
insane.
I
How
put the
could you
radio
do that?
Oh, my God.
Are we in
Crazy.
trouble?
The lawyers are going to talk to us about that
no.
one.
What have we done?
Sorry, it's an Asian. I had to do it. It
Oh,
felt so
wow.
good.
You did,
So
didn't
how were the little tiny dick fellas?
Oh, boy. Stupid.
So I usually hit it there to get around as many of the big trucks and stuff that's going to be doing 10 miles an hour through the tunnel.
Right.
Which drives me bat shit. I can't do it. I can't sit behind them through the tunnel as they're just bamble. Bambo. Bambo. It drives me nuts. So I try to get through the toll gate as quickly as possible and around all those trucks.
Right.
And I'm one of those that don't stop at the toll gate. I have faith in my placement of my Easy Pass, and I know that gate's going up. So I do the old slow roll. I do the slow roll and let the thing pretty much tap off my windshield. And then the second it opens, it's like Englishtown, New Jersey when the Christmas tree hits green. Whoa! I goose it. I get in the left lane of the tunnel, and I do my launching the fighter from the Galactica kind of view.
Yeah.
and that's how I drive through the tunnel, perhaps a little fast. Well, I didn't know this, but this officer was in a black Lincoln like the ones that the town cars use.
No.
And he was behind me, I guess, at some point before the plaza, in between Van Dam and the tunnel, I had passed him doing 90 miles an hour.
Nice.
So he followed me through the tolls and into the tunnel. Now, I thought he was a livery cab driver right on my ass. So I'm going from the tunnel to the tunnel mirror, because the tunnel's very narrow. And in an Escalade, going very fast, it's hard to hold your lane, especially if you're checking your mirror.
I think they took that tunnel, and there used to be like one big lane, and they squeezed it down
to two.
Because, I mean, for the people that don't know about this tunnel, I mean, when Ant says it's very narrow, it is unbelievable. You don't have much room on the sides, and they put those weird. They're not even cones. They're like what would you call them? Those plastic pipes.
Yeah, they look like pipes. They're made of plastic, but it looks like an orange pipe in the middle of the lane, so you can't change lanes in the tunnel.
About 3 feet high.
Yeah,
and they're spaced out maybe every foot.
That's why I like when there's 6 months left on my lease. Those things become nothing.
It's like a slalom course.
It's nothing. I just
sorry.
I'm changing lanes. Go screw yourself.
I had to jump in because of how narrow this tunnel is.
Yeah.
It's to go 90. I'm just amazed. By the way, I'll push 70 and I'll be like, holy shit! I'm gonna hit the sides of the wall.
Oh, it's fun until you hit that curve at the end.
Because they also didn't figure out this tunnel that it's not straight.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I don't know what the fuck they were when they were
turning to miss a fish. They had to turn to miss a fish in the river at one point.
Turning to miss
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they did when they were building this thing.
It's like driving through a birthing canal.
Right. But you gotta. It starts to turn nice right, and then it turns back left, and then it turns right again.
Picture when Schwarzenegger got dropped down that tunnel in Running Man. That's what it's like driving
Running
through.
Man reference.
That's what it's like driving through there.
Anyway, sorry.
So
the tunnel's very narrow.
So the tunnel's narrow. I'm speeding through. The guy's right on my ass. And then as I look in my mirror at one point, the light glares off his windshield, and I notice he's got those little hidden "you're fucked" lights in his windshield.
Right.
So I start slowing down. Day late and $1 short. I mean, way too late on this one. So he's right on my ass, and I know once I exit the tunnel, I'm done. I exit the tunnel. I turn onto 3rd. And woo! It's him and another patrol car, a cruiser.
They've been chatting, haven't they?
2 of them. Perhaps. He comes out. I see it's a captain. I'm just like, oh, God.
All right, well,
and then I get
a few extra PBAs.
No, because I get a
chop shop.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Is that his opening line?
Oh, yeah, that's the opener. He opened strong. He opened with a strong one.
That's good.
That, to me, is keep your cards. If I even see one, I'm going to get mad. License, registration, and insurance. So I get my license and insurance. And apparently when Keith the cop went 2 years ago to re-register my vehicle, he lost my registration. He'll never fess up to it, but he lost my registration.
Right.
So I've been driving around without my registration card. And I said, I had to go then, officer, I don't have my Reggie. How do I know you own the vehicle? What am I supposed to do? Just trust you?
Boy.
He goes, yeah, I can take this, the vehicle now.
What?
I'm just like, yes, sir, I understand. He goes, you don't understand. You're driving like a maniac. You come up on that toll plaza, you pass me at 90 miles an hour, you're driving reckless, you're there. And I'm like, yes, sir. I understand, sir. And he's like, you don't understand. It's like, and then I'm just looking. He goes, what's the rush? And then I was like, yeah, okay, here we go.
This is where you said, I'm Anthony Cumia.
I said,
Enough.
I'm a little late for my job. He goes, what job is that? And I said, I'm a radio host. And he asked the show. I said, the Opie and Anthony show. And he said, what happened to your registration? I go, well, one of your compatriots there kind of...
You threw Keith under the bus?
I threw Keith squarely under the bus. I said, lost it. He's my security guy, and he was re-registering the vehicle and seems to have lost my registration. He goes, stay in the vehicle. I'll be right back. So he goes back, and I'm expecting just to have him take the pen to me.
Right.
Pretty bad. Apparently, he just wrote me up for not producing a registration, which all I have to do is produce a registration. It is registered.
Right.
I just don't have the card, so I have to do that, and I'll be fine. So I thanked him, and then you got to do the old, I'm a safe driver as you pull away from the cop and feel stupid. You feel like you're on your driver's test.
Put your blinker
Let me
on.
put my blinker on. I'm going to use my hand signals. What's for the left?
10
I'm
and
going to
2.
use my hand signals. 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
10 and 2. Let me do 20 miles under the speed limit now as I pull away, looking in my mirrors, making sure no one's coming. And then you got to drive like a schnook through the lights and everything.
But as soon as you were safe and sound and he was long gone, what do you do? The finger like he could still see you?
No, once I made the left
do?
on 57th.
Yeah.
It was English Town all over again. But
that's good.
Wow. Yeah. I texted Kenny, told him I was going to be late. Got pulled over. Hell of a day to get pulled over, Arnold. Yeah, so that's how my morning started. Wonderful. Fan-fucking-tastic.
That's perfect, though.
Yeah, it really fit the whole thing. I should have just opened up the newspaper where it says, Opie and Anthony get the axe and go, could you let me off the hook for old time's sake?
Yeah. We almost made the front page. Page 2 of the Daily News.
2.
That's pretty impressive.
Opie and Anthony get axe from K-Rock. It's like,
I'll just add it to the collection. Where is the...
It just makes it sound so, oh, wow, they sucked and couldn't cut it, and now they're off. And it's just not the fucking case. But like you said, there'll be the people that spin it like that.
Well,
go screw.